नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सखगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सखगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge by which we can directly perceive ourself. Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the three divisions of faith, because Arjuna asked, Krishna answered. So based on the three modes of material nature, now we are studying about the austerity, but what we are studying is what are all the austerities of the body and austerities of the speech. We already finished. Today we are going to study about the austerity of the mind. So then Krishna will teach us in the three more slokas about austerity in the three modes of material nature. So also in the 18th chapter, we are going to study about the jnanam, karma, karta. So there is knowledge and then the action and then the performer. So in the three modes of material nature, we are going to study. And also about sukham, that is happiness, and dhriti, that is determination. So intelligence, all such things, all these things in the three modes of material nature, we are going to study everything. So, jnanam karma cha karta cha tridaiva guna bedataga. Prochate guna sankhyanam. Yatavat sunutanyapi. That's what Krishna. So, what motivates an action? That is jnanam. So, without knowledge, there cannot be an action to do anything. So, for an action to happen, the knowledge about that action is needed. So, without having the knowledge, we cannot do an action. That's what we need to understand. So, and that also Krishna is going to teach us in the 18th chapter. So, like that, or we are understanding. For example, we studied in the 13th chapter, we understood about the kshetra. So, that is about this body. This body is made up of the 26 elements of material nature, either 26 or 24, depending upon we consider the three modes of material nature or not, as three or one. So, Our kshetra, our body is made up of all these things. Senses. Totally 11 senses in our body, which includes the mind. Indriyani dasa ekam. So with senses, we are struggling hard in this material way. Sastani indriyani prakritistani karsat. So with 6 senses, which includes the mind, there also Krishna is teaching us the mind. So we are suffering and struggling in this material world because of the 6 senses, our karmendriyas. So because karmendriyas are doing the action, and jnanendriyas with which we are gaining the knowledge. So in this material world, Maya is so strong and very powerful that we will just forget that we are the soul. And every day do everything only with the thinking that we are the body. I am the body. Like that only we think and act. All our activities in general in this material world are centered around the body only. Whatever we do. We really need to worry about what is going to happen to us after the death. We are worried about so many things in this material world right now. Lot of worries. Whether I'll get this job or not, whether I will earn so much or not, whether I'll pay off my loan or not. A lot of worries, a lot of thinking all the time. But in reality, we should be only thinking and asking the question whether I will get liberation from this material world or not. It's a very important question, very serious question. We should be very concerned about it. Whether I'm going to take birth again or not in this material world. I don't want to take birth again. So whether I'm going to go to Goloka or not. That's what we should be thinking. We should be asking whether I'm going to go to Goloka or not. Because there is no point in coming back to Bhuloka. Here we have already seen, we have already tasted. Nothing is good here. In this Bhuloka, everything is, we have already seen. What is the point in coming back and seeing the same thing again? First of all, we are polluting everything, polluting the environment. We are not even able to breathe good air, quality air. And everywhere outside, wherever we go, it's full of danger everywhere. And especially with this so-called modern civilized life, what we call, especially everyone has become a victim of the so-called smartphone. Now, on the top of that, now all these kinds of AI technology and everything. So you just, our brain is becoming, it's kind of very sedentary. Life itself is very sedentary these days. People in general sitting all the time on the seat and the chair and working or sitting on the sofa, watching movies, or lying on the bed. So that's how these days in general the life is there for most of the people. We are leading a life like that way only. It is, and not even able to go out much. So really speaking, we should go to temple every day, all the time, spend time worshipping Krishna, surrendering devotional service to Krishna. So that's how our life should go, like very busy all the time, serving Krishna. That's what is very important, worshipping Krishna. But unfortunately, now we can't even think about going anywhere. So first of all, either it is in the morning or in the evening, there is so much traffic and we will be just to pass one signal, to cross one signal, it will take forever. So that is the reality of life in the cities, and people are struggling and suffering, and even they are commuting each way. I've heard from many of my friends who are working actually, Even each way, they will commute about 1.5 hours or 2 hours. So like in a day, it's roughly close to 3 to 4 hours and commuting to the job. So this kind of life is actually, unless we make use of all this time in remembering Krishna, talking about Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and all these things, so then it may be okay. But otherwise, it's a waste of time. We are wasting our human life. That's what we need to understand. Every minute, every moment, it should be spent only in Krishna consciousness, only to remember Krishna and render devotional service unto Krishna. That's what is needed. Every minute we need to do that one only. So only with the Bhagavad Gita knowledge it is possible. We can actually do something really good for ourselves. For that, only Bhagavad Gita knowledge is needed. Without Bhagavad Gita knowledge, there is nothing we can do good for ourselves. Simply we will grow, will get old, and get disease, and then die. That's it. That's what will happen without Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So we need to realize, we need to understand that our Lord, Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna is the Supreme Person. So we need to focus and fully focus our mind only on Krishna. And we need to do everything only as an offering unto Krishna. So our mind should be remembering and thinking only about Krishna all the time. That is the way of life. But there are so many distractions in this world to take our mind away from us. Even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away the intelligence. But there are so many ways in our life. Every moment there are distractions. It will just carry away our mind, takes away our mind. यततो हि अपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इंद्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रशमं मनः. Indriyani pramatini. The senses are very strong. They carry away the mind. Haranti prashabam manah. So we need to gain intelligence and act with intelligence. So connect with Krishna and utilize each and every moment in Krishna consciousness. Our mind should be focusing only on Krishna all the time. Then there is a hope in our life. Then definitely by Krishna's mercy, we'll be able to make full use of this human body. That should be done before it gets diseased, before it becomes very old, and before we lose the energy, we lose the strength, and before our brain becomes weak. So we have to make use of everything. That's what we need to know. Even if one lives very long time, but after certain age, one cannot do a lot of things. There are so many restrictions. Even a person can live longer, but can he live a very active life longer? That's what is the question here. But our mind can be always young and energetic and active. Our mind can always focus on Krishna. So we need to give up. We need to detach. So that's very important. As quickly as possible, as soon as possible, we need to detach from everything in this material world. So the detachment only helps us to go to Golok. So Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita about how to detach, how to disconnect ourselves from this material world. So everything should be regulated in our life. If you don't regulate, then we are in trouble, big trouble actually. That yukta is very important. Yata viniyatam chittam atmanyeva avatistade. That's what is very important. All the time, our chitta should be under the control of ourself. So all the time, whatever we think we should be, it should be only on Krishna. So we should not let our chitta, our thoughts just go away somewhere here and there and then invite problems to us. So all the time we need to make sure that we need to focus our thoughts only on Krishna. That's what is very important. That can happen only if we are freed from all varieties of desires for sense gratification. Nispragaga sarva kamebhyo. Then only it is possible. Nispragaga sarva kamebhyo means free from all desires. If some desires are there, then it's not going to work out. It's not going to happen. Nispragaga sarva kamebhyo yukta ityuchyate tata. That is what is known as called as yukta. Yukta ityuchyate tata. So that way, there is nothing there for us to lose in this material world. And there is nothing else, materially speaking, is there for us to gain in this material world. But unfortunately, by focusing on material gains, we are losing our Krishna consciousness. That is the problem here. In reality, materially speaking, there is nothing is there for us to gain or lose. But by thinking that we are going to gain material sense objects and enjoy in this material world, and what is ultimately happening is that we are losing our peace of mind, we are losing our Krishna consciousness, and we are struggling and suffering in this material world, all because of our false hopes, false beliefs, false hopes. Thinking that we are going to become great, we are going to become rich, and we are going to become very famous, and everything, all the problems will get solved, and we are going to lead a very happy life in this material world, not remembering Krishna. So that is very unfortunate. Such kind of false hopes, it doesn't lead us to anywhere. It just leads us to hell only, nothing else. So that's what we need to know. If we are able to breathe in and breathe out, so that means we are able to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide in our body, in our system. That means we are able to digest. It's all happening. It's not because we are putting any effort. Are we putting any effort to breathe in and breathe out in general? We don't even know that we are breathing in and breathing out. It's just prana, apana, prana, everything is just happening. And Krishna is maintaining them in balance. Prana, apana, samayuktaga. Krishna is doing that. We don't even know that. But Krishna is doing that. And that way we are able to digest 4 types of foods. Pachami annam chaturvidam. So it's all Krishna's costless mercy we need to understand. And we simply take it for granted that everything is great and everything is going to work. But that is not true. So many organs in our body, so they all are like they're all working, and there is no way we can guarantee that everything will work very great and smooth, especially these days. Everywhere there are junk foods and artificially prepared processed foods and all such things. It's creating so many problems. It's bringing so many diseases to our body. So that way we are not leading, in general, people in this so-called civilized world, they are not leading a very healthy and happy life. If we don't have health, then where is the happiness? Ayusatva bala arogya sukha priti vivardhana. Only if bala arogya, only strength and health is there, then only our happiness will increase. Sukha priti vivardhana. Then only if our lifetime increases, duration of life increases, and bala and arogya, if it is there, so then only sukha priti vivardhana. Otherwise, It's not going to increase, it's going to decrease. We will not be happy, we will not be satisfied, and we will be struggling and suffering just to maintain our body. We will be struggling every day in this material world. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Sorry, 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, so what we studied in the sloka number, what we studied 15 slokas in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in the sloka number 14, what we studied, Devadvija Guru Prajna Pujanam Sauchamarjavam Brahmacharyam Mahimsacha Sariram Tapavuchyate. So what are the austerities of the body? So there is Deva, there is the Supreme Personality, and Dvija, the twice born Brahmanas, Guru, the spiritual master. So Prajna, the worshipable personalities. So Pujanam, so worshipping them. So worshipping the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna and the twice born and the spiritual master and the worshipable personalities. All these things are austerity of the body, and then Saucham, cleanliness, and Arjavam, simplicity. Then celibacy and ahimsa, non-violence. Brahmacharyam, ahimsa cha, sariram tapa uchyate. So these are all the austerities of the body. Austerity of the body consists in worship of the Supreme Lord, the Brahmanas, the spiritual master, and the superiors like the father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. Then what about the austerity of the speech, what we studied in the previous sloka? Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vanmayam tapavuchyate. So, anudveka karam. So, speaking words which are not agitating to others. Anudveka karam vakya. And always speaking truth, satyam. And which is beneficial to others, priyahitam, which is dearer to others. And swadhyaya abhyasanam. So always chanting the Vedic mantras. So practicing the Vedic mantras. Abhyasa. Abhyasa means practice. Swadhyaya abhyasa. So that means practicing the Vedic mantras, Vedic studies. So these are all austerities of the speech. Vangmayam tapa uchyate. Austerity of speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others, and also in regularly reciting Vedic literature. Then, today we are studying about the austerity of the mind. Manaha prasadaha saumyatvam maunam matma vinigraha bhava samsuddhi iti ethe tapo manasam uchyate. So what is the austerity of the mind? Manasam uchyate. Having peace of mind. Manaha prasadaga. So very satisfied mind. And saumyatvam means, that's what, without duplicity. Always doing what we are saying. That's what is very important. Saumyatvam. And maunam, of course, that is not talking. So maunam, gravity. And the atma vinigraha, that is the self-control. And bhava samsuddhi, there is purification of our existence. bhava samshuddhi, purification of our nature. These are all the austerity of the mind. So, etat tapo, manasa muchyate. And satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence are the austerities of the mind. By Krishna's costless mercy, we have successfully finished the 16th sloka and the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Sanjay Garu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you very much for the very nice lecture, Guruji. I missed 2-3 classes in between,
Yes,
but
sorry,
we started today, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. I also lost 1 or 2 classes I couldn't give. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for nice class.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
We should regulate our thoughts. It's very important, Guruji.
That's very important. Yes.
As you always said, Guruji, that devotion for Krishna without deviation
Without
is
deviation.
important.
That's very important. That is very
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Mahendra Shukla Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Deepesh Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you for the wonderful class, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. That's all I had. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Jyoti Mataji. Hare Krishna. Narendra Srinivas Prabhu. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare
By
Krishna.
pastless mercy of Sri Krishna, I could able to attend today's class of Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge by which we can directly pursue ourselves. In this chapter, we are studying about the 3 divisions of faith. We are now presently studying about the austerity of body, speech, and mind. It is learned that jnanam, which is knowledge, which motivates every action. Without knowledge, no action can happen. These things we have studied in 18th chapter. Because of our 11 senses and because of 6 senses, we are suffering in this world. Maya makes us forget we are the soul. We think we are the body. We are always worried about our body and related things, materialistic things, not thinking about liberation from this material world. We should think about Goloka, and there should be no point in coming back to Goloka. Modern world is not good and full of miserable things. Our life should be engaged in worship of and serving Krishna only. Much we are with mechanical life. Every moment we should use in service of Krishna. That is possible only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Without Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we live a useless life. Our mind should focus always on Krishna. In our present life, there are so many distractions. We need to act with intelligence and live every moment in Krishna consciousness. We need to detach from everything in this material world as soon as possible. Krishna teaches us in Bhagavad Gita how to detach from this material world. All the time, our mind should be in our control. Focus only on Krishna. We should be free from all desires. By taking more interest in material world, we are losing time to serve Krishna. With false hopes, we are suffering in this material world. We are not sure of our life. in this material world, and it's not healthy also. In the 17th chapter, in the sloka 14, after telling about austerity of body, in the sloka 15, Krishna is telling about austerity of speech, speaking not agitating words to others, truthful, dear and beneficial to others, always chanting Vedic mantras that constitute the austerity of speech. In today's sloka, sloka number 16, about the austerities of mind, Krishna is telling, having peace of mind, satisfaction of mind, without duplicity towards others, that is no hypocrisy. Being silent and gravity, self-control, purification of our existence, that constitutes the austerity of mind. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the class. Very nice. Austerity of mind, speech, and actions, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
We need to be aware all the time what we are thinking, what we are talking, what we are doing. So the mind, our mind is a friend and an enemy. It only guides us more towards Krishna, our best friend, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji, for the class. Thank you very much for guiding all the time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी
हरे
दंडवत प्रणाम हरे
Pradhanam.
कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण प्रभु नंदी सर हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Interesting session today, Guruji. Enjoyed the session. The session you have said that about the desires. All the time we have to remember Krishna. Desire lead us to nothing. We have to. So we are suffering for desires. And regarding austerity of mind, body and speech and mind austerity, the way of living, the essence of living is in these slokas. Thank you, Guruji, for a wonderful class. We are enjoying daily. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Narendra Srinivas Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
No questions, Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jyoti Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy.
Every time there will be no change when we come to Bhuloka. The same problem, same actually suffering will be there.
It is
No,
only.
nothing new.
Yes, ma'am. That is correct.
And again we desire to come to this Bhuloka, right, Guruji? So we are coming, right?
There is a problem. We are not able to give up all the attachments. Then if we give up all the attachments, we will not come here.
Okay, if we attach to one desire also, again we'll be back.
We will be back. We should forget it. We should voluntarily like die in the sense not like leaving the body, but as if we are dead, we have to live. That is the thing.
Okay, Guruji. Very nice to know, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna
Yeah.
Prabhu.
I joined a little late after a long gap. So today class also is more focusing upon how to get detached away from the worries. See, the worries are nothing but it is a cumulative in nature. Once it is gone, the next one will step in. Therefore, you can't say that you solve the problem of your life and you can be happy. So there is no question of happiness until unless the mind says that you are happy. Otherwise, when you do the all measurement through your materialistic success or anything, you will never get happiness. The happiness never will come. So you will always encounter the sorrow as long as you live in this world. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much for today's class.
Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Very
Hare
nice
Krishna.
class. Really, mind is very important. And Lakshmi Prabhuji and Mani Prabhu has rightly told. So unless you have mind control, you cannot attend the class with that. So these three poles of this austerity is nicely described. That everything is controlled. If you master our mind, then only you can control automatically that speech and action and speech and action. Everything we can do it correctly. So very nice class, Guruji, enlighten us every day. So how if your control, if you just like a garden company, you can weed out. The mind is everything. Mind is a controlling force. So we control our mind. So we can do everything. We can achieve the true happiness and everything. Perfect bliss we get. So if your mind is not controlled, you don't attend the class regularly on time. So because we have to control first mind. So thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satada naman, naman, naman.
Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna.